Hey, I'm Tiya Sircar from the Vampire Diaries, and you are watching ClevverTV.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the ClevverTV Lounge. I'm Jocelyn Davis with Dana Ward.
Hey guys.
And today we are so excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
We're all
too.
excited.
It's Tiya Sircar. You guys all recognize her from the Vampire Diaries. How has your life changed since you became a part of the show?
Yes.
Well, it's a lot more exciting so far, and I've been in Atlanta shooting, so that's been different, than being in LA. But it's been great. I mean, it's been hectic and crazy hours. It's a vampire show, so we shoot at night most of the time into the wee hours of the morning. But it's all so worth it, beyond worth it.
So you're shooting in Atlanta. What's the setup over there? Are you like kind of in the middle of nowhere? Are you in the city?
Well, I
Are there
am in the
sets?
city. The studio, the stages are sort of in the middle of nowhere. So I go in between like hustle and bustle of this huge big city and then like sort of in the sticks. But it's fun. It's all good.
Now you play Aimee, and I have to tell you a story. Today I actually tweeted out that you were going to be on the show, and I made the huge catastrophic mistake of spelling Aimee incorrectly.
It's been
And
all
I
kinds, yeah.
I received a lot of tweets from people correcting me that love you.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Tell us about Aimee.
Okay.
Who is she?
So Aimee Bradley is spelled A-I-M-E-E.
As I know
To
now.
clarify, yeah.
Okay.
It's been out there a few different ways, and I'm a high school student, of course, and I kind of stir up a little bit of trouble. I'm a little bit of a flirt. I like the boys, and I'm not afraid to show it, I guess. And
No.
so I'm sort of just around to stir things up a bit.
What-
Bit. But I'm not a mean-spirited person. I'm not like
No.
I'm not a bad girl.
You're just
I
really
like to have
friendly.
fun. Yeah,
You're really friendly.
Yes.
So what is it like working with the boys
Oh,
on the set
it's
of
not
the
a
Vampire
bad
Diaries?
job to have. It's a little bit daunting initially when you show up to set and there's like the most beautiful men you've ever seen all around. But everyone, it's a little bit nerve-wracking initially because you're coming on to this, amazing show and everyone's so. Everyone's like it's like
Bonded.
it's like a family.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly, but everyone's so close knit. But everyone is truly so nice. The girls, the boys, they're like the nicest people you've ever met. They're like, hey, come join us. We all go out to eat and go hang out, and it's great.
Now I want to know about the boys a little more. Sorry, 'cause that's what I know we're interested in. So when you show up to set
Yes.
and you get your script, and obviously last week's show already aired, and which was
Yes.
your introduction, and you totally had like a makeout scene with Tyler,
did.
or your character did. Sorry, with
Yeah,
Tyler.
Aimee
I mean, I had to do it.
So how do you? Do you practice for that, or do you just like go in for the real deal on screen? I don't know.
No, there was no actual practice.
Okay.
There was some choreography, and it was actually like my first day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Welcome to
they
the
just,
show.
like, totally
I
throw
read
you
this
in
and I
there.
was like, okay, and then I realized it was my first day of shooting, and I was like, oh, so I'm just jumping right on in there. So, it was a little bit like, hey, nice to meet you. So we're gonna make out in 5 minutes. How do you want to do this? So
I'll go this way. you go
Yeah,
that
there was
way.
a little bit, and also it's not the most normal circumstances. We're in this like scary, creepy dungeon cellar place, and it's all creepy and vampy. But Michael Trevino is a sweet guy, and he totally.
You felt comfortable.
He made me
basically.
totally.
Yeah.
He put me at ease, and it was fine. It was far less scary once we started, doing the scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Once we're in the
No,
scene.
like pre-scene make-out practicing. No.
I always do wonder about that.
I know,
though.
right?
And are you popping
Maybe-
like Altoids?
Yeah, there's a lot of
beforehand?
that. There's a lot of like the breath strips.
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
across the
courtesy,
board.
it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to like
Yeah.
disrespect someone
Yeah,
by
no.
showing up post lunch with garlic breath.
No, yeah.
Although it wouldn't be garlic breath on the Vampire
That's true.
Diaries.
Never.
That would be bad.
Seriously, that would not work.
I don't think they serve garlic on set. No.
That is so funny.
No,
oh my gosh.
you mentioned the sets are somewhat creepy. Is it really like that in real life, or is it just once you're in the scene and you've got the mood of the moment?
Well, that particular one, I mean, it's like this dank, dark cellar with like, spooky stuff. But like I haven't been creeped out by any of the other sets. They're beautiful. I mean, they're as beautiful in real life as they look on the show. Like, you know, the Salvatore's mansion and Tyler Lockwood's mansion. It's all lovely. Yeah.
So those are real homes. They're not like a soundstage. Or
They're
something.
both.
They're both.
They're both.
Okay.
Yeah. So the exterior, there's actual beautiful estates, and then there are also like soundstage imagining of those what's inside. Yeah.
Very fascinating.
I know.
Things that you learn.
Movie
And
magic.
You're going to be on 3 episodes as of now.
As of now. I love that. So far.
So far. We're rooting for your character to
thank
live
you.
because she really is, or I mean if she lives in the afterlife.
I mean,
She might become some other form.
It's true. I would love to. Everyone keeps asking me, like, are you a vampire? Are you a werewolf? I don't know. I am not.
I know,
privy
we're
to that
sitting here, we're
information.
looking at you, how you're saying it, we're analyzing
No,
it.
I really don't know.
I don't think you know yet.
I
really
know.
don't think you know.
I truly don't know. I wish I knew, but then I probably wouldn't be able to keep the secret, so it's better off that I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And speaking of knowing, I mean, like, how far in advance would you get a script before?
Not far at all. They're like it's on lockdown. They're very protective of their scripts because it's such, I mean, people want to know, and you know, they also want to keep that element of surprise. So
Definitely.
they are very protective, and I don't blame them at all. Like it's all juicy, good stuff, and so every time, I mean, you get a script pretty soon right before you're about to shoot it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
So how do you deal with memorizing all those lines? That's one thing I always wonder when people come in.
You know, it's just sort of part of your job. I mean, it's like if you aren't able to do that, might be in the wrong profession.
Exactly.
No, I just mean that it's, you know, it's something that's just sort of inherent.
You just do it.
You just do it. And also the way it's shot, I mean, it is a little daunting when you get a script and you've got a lot to do, but the way we shoot, you know, it's all broken up, and there's a, you know, my dad's always like scratching, he's a college professor, so he's always scratching his head like, why did it take you 14 hours today to shoot 1 page of, and that's truly, I mean, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just sort of the nature of the beast. It does take that long.
So much goes into the production.
Goes into it. So, you know, you don't realize how many shots these guys have to take, and these poor crew members that are like toiling away for hours and hours. And I get the easy part. I get to like walk on set and do my bit and walk off, and they're still, you know, having to set up shots. And so yeah, it's involved, but it's so much fun that it hardly feels like work to me anyway.
Exactly.
So.
Love it.
Now I'm dying to know about Aimee and Matt because Matt is a single man at the end of the last episode, which basically leaves the door wide open for Aimee to slip right in and
I'm working on it.
help him through his breakup.
I know. I mean, I don't really know what's happening with that, but I certainly would not mind if Aimee is it's gonna help him down that road to recovery.
Oh my gosh, is there anything that you can tell us about your character in the upcoming episode?
I can't say much, but I do. I'm a bit of a party girl, so there's a bit of that element that I like. I kind of want to. I'm sort of an instigator, and I want to get people to party with me.
Any development with any of the other girls on the show?
As far as my
BFFs?
character goes, no. I haven't gotten, well, no, I do have a friend that joins me.
Who's coming up?
Who
maybe you get to party along with?
I might, yes.
Oh,
and
okay.
she's lovely, you'll love her. Everyone will love her, yes.
I'm very excited. Oh my gosh.
I want to ask one more thing.
Yes.
What's it like behind the scenes?
Yes.
When you guys aren't shooting, what are you guys doing?
Everyone, I know this sounds silly and it sounds a little bit like trite, but everyone is so nice. Like, everyone goes and hangs out together. Everyone goes to dinner together, and it makes things easier because, you know, you've got this, it's a little bit stressful when you're working, like, you know, like I said, 14 hours, and you're doing maybe stunts, or you're doing stuff where it's like taxing, but then it just, you know, I've only been there for a short amount of time, and I feel like I'm, you know, hanging out with old friends, and it's such, and the crew is the same way. Like, everybody's your buddy. So I mean, it's kind of a great place to work, and also everyone's so beautiful to look at. It doesn't make, you know, that makes it.
Yeah.
The boys, the girls, everyone. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You get lost in the time. You get lost in the time,
exactly.
gazing in everyone's
Seriously,
eyes.
all my friends want to know, like, who, you know, what does this person look like? What does this person look like? And I have to say, everyone looks maybe even better in real life. Like, all the girls are gorgeous.
Is that possible?
I know, right?
Candid. I know. I'm like, I want to shake you, but you're so nice that I like you too much.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, well,
Love it.
I don't know about you, but if you guys didn't already like Vampire Diaries, I think you should probably be watching.
I
Just throwing it
agree.
out there.
Particularly episode 5. I mean, all the
Something
episodes.
exciting to look out
But
for.
yeah, you have to watch for Tiya, Aimee, AIMEE,
Yes.
for the record, on
Got
the
it.
Vampire Diaries.
Got it.
From all of us here at Clever TV, thank you so much for watching, and stick with us for all the latest on the Vampire Diaries. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.